There's a new bipartisan push to shore up the Social Security fund in the country.
Virginia Senator Tim Kaine and Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy are calling for an investment fund to put $1.5 trillion into an account over the next 5 years. The fund will grow over 70 years. Now, here's the important part. It'll be separate from the existing Social Security Trust Fund, and all the money which will be placed in stocks, bonds, and other investments will grow. When it's earned enough, the money will pay back the Treasury, and what's left over will help shore up Social Security. The senators say the plan would not add to the national debt. For more details, we're joined by the Hill's In the Know columnist, Judy Kurtz. Hello, Judy.
Good morning.
So fill us in on this whole plan.
Yeah, well, this is a big plan, and it's only the start of it, let's say. They said they're socializing this idea, which kind of reminds me of like my kids socializing the idea of getting a dog in our house, and we eventually got the dog. But they want to put this plan out there to kind of get more lawmakers on board very early in this process. But it would add $1.5 trillion to this investment fund over 5 years that would then be paid back by the Treasury to the Treasury Department. A way to hopefully fund Social Security before it runs out in 2034 is the expected drop-dead date for Social Security.
So this has been an issue for years now. We've heard talk during multiple presidential campaigns about raising the age limit of retirement, cutting back on some of the Social Security returns that are given to people. We have some criticism that we can show of this plan that's already coming through. This is from the American Enterprise Institute. Unfortunately, their proposal does not improve the program's finances because it avoids imposing the tax increases or benefit reductions that are necessary to keep it solvent. We also have more criticism. It'll likely raise interest rates and slow growth, and avoids the difficult but important work of modernizing the program so that it can continue to provide important protection to seniors in a sustainable manner. That is from the director of the Retirement Security Project over at the Brookings Institute. That drop-dead date again, 2034, kind of just around the corner.
Yeah, it's just around the corner, but also at the same time, Congress seems to, work best when they're under the gun, when there's a really quick deadline coming up. 2034, maybe not the, maximum under pressure deadline for lawmakers here, but Kaine and Cassidy saying that this is really an effort to avoid a much bigger problem as we get closer and closer to that 2034 date.
So if Congress takes no action, Social Security retirees will only get 83% of their benefits. And as we know, Social Security is one of those third-rail issues. Americans work for their entire lives. They put money into the system their entire lives. And you're hard-pressed to find a person that really doesn't. I'm sure they exist, but that doesn't want their Social Security.
Yeah, it will affect everyone at some point in their life. It was one of those issues as a younger person. I used to tune out, and now as we inch closer and closer, my ears perk up when you mention Social Security. And a lot of people, of course, in this area also benefit from Social Security. I think we have those numbers in the district, just over 84,000 people. In Maryland, that number is 362,000. But that's just for, Charles County, Montgomery County, Prince George's, and Frederick counties. There you see Northern Virginia, 266,000, and then more than 7 million total across the U.S. So big numbers there.
So bipartisan, Tim Kaine, Bill Cassidy. Is it going to pass Congress? Are they actually going to do this? I know you said it's in the infancy, but we got to look ahead.
There's no text to this bill, just to be clear. So this is just the making.
Brainstorming.
So, brainstorming, kind of putting it out there, getting some feedback. Right now, I would say if I had to shake that magic 8-ball, I'd say outlook not so good. A lot of lawmakers say that this is such a big issue, and it really is going to take a lot more than just this one proposal to save Social Security.
All right.
Getting close to 100 years old, right? Started by FDR.
I thought you meant yourself for a second.
And I look so good for my age.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Judy, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Judy.
See you in the next hour.